Welcome to Pallet Buildup class. The first thing you need to do is take a good pallet out of the stacker and inspect it for warping, delamination, and broken rings. Next, you're going to put your pallet on the pallet pit or on 3 pieces of dunnage. Place heavy items in the center of the pallet, moving outwards, and light items on top. Ensure you protect your cargo with a plastic pallet cover. This pallet is household goods, so in this case we're putting 2 plastic covers on it. Lay out your side net and look for rips, tears, broken hooks, and rings. The lettering will be on the outside of the pallet. The long end of the side net has rings, and the short end of the side net has hooks. It is a good idea to expand the center connectors all the way for large items. Like the side net, the lettering on the top net goes to the outside of the pallet. There are 4 downward hooks for the short side and 5 downward hooks for the long side. When placing the top net on the pallet, remember that the short side of the pallet has 5 rings and corresponds to the 4 downward hooks of the top net. The long side of the pallet has 6 rings and corresponds with the 5 downward hooks of the top net. Make sure that the top net lies flat and does not have any twists. We will start putting on the side nets from the left long side of the pallet. The first side net hook will actually go on the short side ring, and you will skip the leftmost ring on the long side of the pallet, working our way down. When we get to the last ring on the long side, we will cross over and hook onto the short side leftmost ring. And when you start on the short side, left side, you will cross over and hook onto that empty leftmost long side ring. And continue working your way down, making sure to cross over to the short side for the last ring. When you are finished connecting the bottom of the side net, start connecting it to the top net. There are 4 downward hooks on the short side of the top net and 4 top rings that correspond. On the long side, there are 5 downward hooks on the top net and 5 corresponding rings on the side net. Remove some of the slack in the top net, but do not tighten at this time. Start the other side net at the last ring that you skipped and work your way around, ending at the first ring that you skipped for the first side net. When connecting hooks to rings, make sure that there are no twists in the webbing. Next, we're going to connect the side net hooks to the corresponding side net rings. Work your way from bottom to top. Remember that right now you are just connecting and you are not going to tighten. If you need to take out slack in order to keep the net up, that's okay. After all these side net hooks are connected, start tightening the center bands as much as you can. The reason why we do this first is because they are harder to tighten than the hooks, because the hooks allow you to have more leverage. Now you can pull these side net hooks all the way tight. At the same time, start tightening the top net straps, either on the short side or the long side. Now you can connect and tighten the side hooks on the top net on each corner. Now retighten all your hooks and look for twists in the webbing. Finally, measure your pallet and it's ready for cap.